All right, so today we're talking about how to make an identity level shift to become the person you want to be. So I know you've probably heard the phrase that you can take someone out the ghetto, but you can't take the ghetto out of the person. I thought this was something that my grandmother and older people used to say until I found real science that backed this up. And it's called the six neurological levels. Now, the six neurological levels are basically environment at the lowest level, which is where you find yourself. And above that, you have behavior. Behavior affects your environment. So if you have certain behaviors, you find yourself in certain environments. Above that, we have our capabilities, what we believe we're capable of. So if you believe you're capable of certain things, you'll act out those behaviors. If you don't believe you're capable of something, you'll never do the behaviors. Above that, we have our beliefs. Believe about the world, believe about ourselves, and those beliefs will guide our capabilities. Above that, we have our identity. At the core, who do we believe we are? And then above that, we have our spiritual or mission. Now, if you have a change higher up on the neurological level, it automatically changes the levels. And I had an experience like this myself when I left college in order to pursue my career. I was at rock bottom. I was at the lowest point in my life. And I remember sitting in the closet at my mom's house. And I had a dream that night and it said, "You create the world around you." Now, this was a change at the highest level, the spiritual, the mission level. I was completely different. I was night and day. Because I had that change, my identity changed. Because my identity changed, my beliefs changed. Because my beliefs changed, what I thought I was capable of changed. What I thought I was capable of changed, so my behaviors changed. And I never found myself in the same environment. What do you think about like this? Say you're a public speaker. If you believe you're a public speaker at the identity level, if you go a little bit further down, then you're like, well, because I believe I'm a public speaker, I'm going to have the capabilities of a public speaker, which means I'm going to act out the behaviors of a public speaker, which means that I'm going to go to environments where I can go public speak. And I think that the problem with most people is when they try to make a change in their life, they don't make a change at a deep enough layer. They change their environment and maybe even change their behaviors, but deep down, they still believe they're the same person. So what I realized is when you start off with anything and you say, oh, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm or whatever, people are going to reject it instantly because they haven't seen you doing that. But one of my favorite quotes sums this up, and it's, once you go through everything in the world, and this is from the 8 Pillars of Prosperity, go through the hardships, the rejection, sooner or later, the world will have to accept you on your own terms. That's what we're talking about. After you do something a long enough time, your identity will shift, which will automatically correct the other aspects that you're worried about. Now, if you want help with this, all you have to do is comment Fastlane. We're going to send you a free guide with 10 principles to help you get started. And also, we're building free websites for entrepreneurs right now. All you have to do is comment Fastlane, and we're going to waive our development fee, which is like $1,500 on the low end. And then you're just responsible for your software and your hosting, which is like $297. But it's an all-in-one software, so you can manage every aspect of your business. You can literally stop paying for all these other different tools. If that sounds like a fair trade-off for you, then comment next below, and we'll get you started. I'll see you tomorrow.